I'm going to take one fucking trade a day. That's it. If I can't sleep, if I have insomnia and I'm looking at the charts and I feel like it's something to take, I might trade the London session. If I trade the London session, I won't touch the New York morning or the afternoon. I'm taking one fucking trade. That's it. I'm starting with $10,000. I'm going to do exactly what Larry Williams did. Start with $10,000 and I'm going to beat his return. And I'm going to do it with less contracts used. I'm going to do it with less commission costs and I'm going to do it with less trades. And I don't need a full year to do it. I'm aiming for 12.5% per week. Now, $10,000, 12.5%. Well, I only have to do less than a couple grand a week for the first couple weeks. And everybody else is going to be trying to make thousands of dollars per day. And by default, I'm going to smash the fuck out of them. They're going to break themselves doing that. When I'm trying to make $300, which is laughable, I know, but I'm proving something to you the whole fucking year, doing the same thing that I'm going to start with 12.5%. Okay. 12.5% per week, which is crazy. Don't let me convince you that that is an easy thing to do. It's not. In my hands, it is. But for someone that's brand new to trading, that is next to impossible to maintain because you don't know when not to do something. I do. I know when I want to be a participant. I also know if I take a loss, I'm going to let that loss stay. That means when I do take a loss in that one trade, I'm not going to correct it. You might see a reduction in your percentage on the leaderboard ICT. Right. One trade. If I do it wrong, and it's going to happen. I'm sure I'm going to have a losing trade. I'm sure it's going to happen. But I'm not going to lose next year. I'm taking one trade. It's going to be framed around the silver bullet. I'm not using Enigma. I'm not doing automated trading. I'm going to have one transaction per day. Don't think I can't do it? Look at the TD Ameritrade account. Look at it. I logged into that fuck. It's right there. You can't deny it. It's there. And that broker sucks. Okay, it sucked. They put like 200 some $1,000 in my account one day. Can you imagine if that would have been done in somebody else's hands that had less character? How easy it would have been for me to go in there and pretend that I somehow took, the account size. I think it started with 25,000, and put that in there, and then all of a sudden it was over 200 some $1,000 in a matter of a couple of weeks. And I could have logged in and proved that that balance was there. Doesn't mean I made it though. Folks, I'm honest to a fault. And I'm going to show you that what that YouTube channel has given you for fucking free is so good. It's so good as a foundation. You might be able to look at other people's stuff and it might complement that. But you can't come to my stuff with a retail logic and try to force retail into this because it's not going to work. I'm opposed to that. Everything that I teach and trade against is attacking retail logic and theory. So why the fuck would it be renamed or rebranded? It's not. I attack everything. It goes against the grain of everything that's taught in retail. That's why I'm consistent. That's why I'm able to tell you beforehand what is going to happen, and it does it. You honestly think that I'm fucking scared to do what I already know I'm going to do next year? I'm not. It's just another fucking year doing the same shit. And that's what I'm challenging all of you that pretend that you know how to trade. You run a service. I made millions of dollars this year. Okay. But you made that selling something. I made millions of dollars a month. It doesn't matter. But I know how to trade. I'm going to prove it. I've been proving it. But it's going to be undeniable. It's going to fucking choke the shit out of people next year. And it's going to kill them that I'm not out there bragging about all year long. $12.5% every single week. my schedule, I'll be able to take the holidays off next year, and I won't be trading post Thanksgiving into Christmas. And my number one spot will still be there. I don't need the full year. Once I get the Larry Williams record, this is what I've contemplated. And then you let me know what you think. Okay. Is it arrogant of me? Is it distasteful for me to sit there for a month and then purposely trade to 1/10 of a point below his percentage and allow him to stay there? Because that's what I wanted to do. Because he's still with us. And he had such a lasting impression on me as a young man. As much as I want to do this, I don't want to take that from him. But I want him to know while he's here that I've been here the whole time. And I could have done this any given year. But I want to finally do it now. I want to finally do it. And is it distasteful for me to do something like that? Or is that an arrogance thing? Would I be laughed at and say you failed because I sat there for a month and then said, okay, I'm gonna bend the knee and drop underneath him just a little bit, by 1%, where he still gets to keep the crown? To me, if someone did that to me, like if I had that record, that would bring me to tears. That would have been like, wow, like that's really respectful to me. Like you did smash me. You did it. And you had more time in the year to do it. I contemplated telling what my next trade would be to even go beyond that, not take it and leave it the way it is. Just to prove for the fucking dumb fucks that constantly talk like they have an opinion that matters. Like you understand anything. You don't know me. You don't know who the fuck I am. You don't know what I know. You don't know anything about me. Is it wrong for me to go above him and then drop right below it and just stop right there? Or should I just go right above him and then stop? Let me know. Let me know what you think. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know, as my community, what do you think would be viewed? Is it respectful or disrespectful to do that? I don't know, because that's what I'm wrestling with right now. Because one of those two things are going to happen. At one point, I will be above, but do I stay there and drop below 1%, or do I stay right above him and be done? Because as soon as I get to his percentage and 1% above it, just 1% above it, because I don't want to outshine him, my intentions are to stop then, regardless of wherever I am. If I get a good lick in the market, it might push me faster. But I'm thinking around November, midweek of, not midweek, mid-month of October, I should, if my expectations, I haven't sat down with it, but off the cuff, doing the math in my head, I'm thinking mid-October, first week of November, I'm done next year. And his record's in my hand. It's at the point of when I know I have completed what I want to do. I'm not going to do any more trades. And I've settled in what I want to do, whether I want to stop just above his world record and be the world record holder, or if I want to just go down beneath it by one. Once I come to that decision and I finalize it and I get my final monthly statement, I'm coming back to Twitter for one last tweet. And I'm going to tweet that PDF with every monthly statement, every daily statement. And I'm copying Vinny E. Mini and CFTC. And you will never see Vinny do anything remotely close to that. That's my last tweet. That's the last thing you'll ever see on that account. None of my tweets have been ever deleted, and they won't be. If you like the music that I put on those trade examples, you might want to download them, because Twitter's been deleting them because of the copyright infringement that they're claiming that I'm using. Like, they don't even see that I don't have a check mark. Like, I'm not monetized on Twitter. I'm not collecting anything. But if you set a goal for yourself each week, it doesn't need to be 12.5%.